team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Alanone and Alatine can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
This hour of Unsportsmanlike is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes and keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. nealgroup.net.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Shoot. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Well, we've reached that portion of the offseason where season ticket holders for the Green Bay Packers are informed that if they are somebody who sells their tickets on a regular basis, they may be no longer eligible to renew their season tickets. Those notices went out to some fans are upset, some aren't. Again, I feel like when this really first came to our attention last year, if you're selling every ticket to every game, because it seems like a very low bar to clear, right? If you're selling every ticket to every game, yeah, okay, I understand you getting your season tickets taken away. Like going to one game a year, I don't care where you live. If you've got season tickets, going to one game a year doesn't seem like that big of an ask.
Is that all it is? Just one?
I mean, when this initially came out, it was like one every 2 years.
Yeah, it was reported as you had to have multiple years of selling every set of your tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've changed the requirements in the time being, but it seems like the language is still the same.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Sure.
And, technology is not my strong point.
Yep.
How can they tell? So if I have my tickets and I go to you, Gabe, and I'm like, hey, just give me cash. Give me 3 bones. So here's my tickets.
So the problem now is, Chew, everything's a digital ticket.
Yes.
So, the last time I went to a game, I went to the Bears-Packers season finale 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Went with my good buddies, the owners of X Golf, and they just gave me the ticket, right? I went with them, but, he's got 4, so he gave me the ticket. It's now in my app, and, I've got to scan that to get in. Now, they have no idea if I paid for the ticket, cash, the way that you described, or whatever, but they can track.
Well, what if I do this, Gabe?
Okay.
Say I go to the game with you and Joshy. Yep. I have 2 tickets, and I say, hey, I'm going to go watch the game at Kroll's. Just use my phone. Take my phone.
Yeah, or, I guess what you would do
Give me your phone, you take my phone.
Yeah,
they can't tell.
The easier, correct. The easier way to do that, Chew, would be, I would get your login info for the app.
Okay.
Right, so then I would just have it on my phone. You keep your phone. Yes, there are ways around it, certainly.
Okay. Yeah.
But with
they're mainly concerned, and this is meant to target people who are via the marketplace selling their tickets every single week. That
putting them up on the Ticket King on
because don't they use there's whatever it is, it's like its own marketplace where you can buy and sell
tickets. They have an NFL ticket exchange.
Certified. Yeah.
Yes, the NFL ticket exchange, which you can do
and that way you can avoid fake tickets and all that.
You can do that through the Packers website or even on the app, right? That's what when I had we didn't renew this year, but we had a 10-pack for Bucks games, my wife and I, and right on the app where I have the tickets, I was able to if we couldn't make it to a game, just put them up for sale. You could change the price of what you wanted right through the app because that way, hey, this is where you go. That way you know you have certified tickets and you don't have to worry about getting duped.
I agree the bar's very low, but I wonder if someone's going to file a lawsuit over this. I mean, everyone files lawsuits over everything, but you think they will?
I wouldn't be shocked if something like this. I know there was a guy who talked about his specific situation and why he was upset about it.
Well, that came out last year. Like they used to be his parents' tickets. Now everybody like lives out of state.
Caring for family members.
Yeah, caring for family members, things like so they had to sell the tickets because they weren't able to go because that would have been too big of a burden to leave to go to a game.
This is just how much of it is owned by the public?
What do you mean?
The franchise.
Are they really owned by the people?
No, of course not.
No. Because it's not like the stock you get gives you a dividend. It's not like if you show up to the owners' meeting, all right, how much money did we make this year? How much is getting kicked back to me?
I don't mean to be dismissive of what this means. The only thing being publicly owned does is guarantee the Packers aren't moving.
Correct. With like the language,
which is a very big deal and something that matters a lot to people.
And we don't have to deal with the BS that's going on,
right?
Just to the south of us,
correct?
Yeah,
right.
But Bob Harlan was worried about that back when they were building, or they were proposing to build a new stadium.
When they put on the addition,
valid concern.
Yeah, when they put on the addition, like I think there was pressure from the league, like, hey, if you don't upgrade your facilities, but now the NFL just makes so much damn money.
Yeah.
Each and every year, like nobody's got to go anywhere.
I think it's fair.
I think the concern for most people is right now this is the start. This is the first entry into you can have your season tickets removed when previously that was never really the case unless you were acting out of hand. And with everything being digitally tracked in the way it is now, is this the stop? Is this going to be the end of it, or are the requirements going to get more and more strict?
So Billy in Sussex says, according to my friend who has season tickets, the way they track it is being sold online. If you transfer them to a buddy, that cannot be tracked. Which I guess makes sense, but again, like...
It still knows it's different phones.
Yeah, like
yes.
The NFL knows, or the Packers know what ticket I have and who owns that ticket. When I scan my phone, if you transfer it to me.
Anything we've learned in the past 15, 20 years, they can know everything.
Let me ask you this, because I believe this is correct. Back in the day, bars.
I love it when Chewy starts a story with, I believe this is correct.
Yeah,
Which leads me to this week's power ranking is money. Okay, so just get ready, strap in.
All right.
I mean, I thought I'd be put on probation for a week.
You were hoping you were going to be put on.
Hoping.
Let's be honest.
But this is money. But from what I believe, way back when, is these bars bought up a ton of tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And they would sell them. So are they trying to get rid of those people?
No. It's people who
disperse the tickets fairly?
No. What they're trying to get rid of is people who are sitting on and extending the wait list with no intention of ever attending games.
Yeah, and
oftentimes it also ends up in opponents.
I mean, it kind of seems like it's under the guise, Josh, of, hey, we don't want opponents' fans in here.
Right.
But would I be shocked to find out that behind closed doors that they are just upset that people are profiting off of, buying the tickets? I'm guessing that's an issue that they have as well.
I'd guess that's the main. if making my judgments and how I know the Packers to operate, they don't want you making money off of their seats.
But I mean, to your point, Chewy, like I had a friend whose buddy in college, like he had a part-time job, like managing the number of tickets that like the firm he had a part-time job at, like had. Yeah. Wow. And that's how. I mean, a couple of times, like we got tickets through him for like face value because this guy they had so many tickets and they're distributing to partners, selling some, doing all these different things. But they had so many tickets, like he was responsible for whatever spreadsheet they had to distribute all of them to how many ever different games in the mid 2000s.
So do we know how many people are on the waiting list, and do we know how many spots open up per year?
So it's
any open up?
Some, yeah, there are a handful, but it's 155,000 that are on the wait list, I believe. It's in that ballpark.
How many open up? 200?
It's not many.
Not even?
Yeah, but I mean, there
are you on the list?
I am
not. Are you
not.
and Joshy on the list?
I am not on the list.
Why?
I think I signed up many, many years ago with no real intention of becoming it, but just like, hey, there's a list. Maybe a time will come where it'll make sense.
Yeah. Like, because again, if you didn't sign, like at this point, you're signing your kids up. Because at this point, like if I were to sign up, I got no chance of ever seeing that.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I know. I know some guys or some buddies that I had, like their parents signed them up when they were kids.
Yes.
So they're somewhere on the wait list. Who knows if they're actually going to ever get through.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
But they don't even, like, it's only even a handful of people that they kick off from this. Like, in this some ways,
it's a very small number.
Yes. And my issue with it this time around is I didn't realize that they had put out the list yesterday until I saw the tweet from Pro Football Talk, who decided to push it through the lens of, oh, the Packers don't want any cheese graters in their stand, so this is what they're doing. No, Mike Florio, I know you hate. I mean, it started with hate of Aaron Rodgers, and I guess the hate just now goes over to the Green Bay Packers. I don't know, if Rodgers is done, so now you got to hate the Packers.
He's a Vikings fan, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's a what fan?
A Vikings.
So he hates the Packers and decides to put out a tweet saying, oh, and it just riles up the Bears fan base, which I don't need any more of in my life, because all the Bears trolls just sit in the ESPN Milwaukee mentions just all day because they got nothing better to do. But that was the only issue I had this time around, is Florio pushing it through the lens of, oh, Bears beat the Packers, so the Packers are trying to end this. It's actually been going on for years, and they're trying to curb this.
Are they raising ticket prices?
I mean, they haven't announced that, but
will they?
I got some news for you, pal. They ain't going down.
Chewy, has anything gotten cheaper recently?
I can't believe the price of houses.
Well, yeah.
Because Coach is buying a house.
Yeah.
Coach is buying a house, and you know what really grinds me about him? Who do you think I have to find out from?
That he was buying a house?
Yeah.
Ange?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
that is a direct shot at my skills financially on how to tell him.
Well, I mean,
no, just leave it alone.
Okay, all right.
If I were buying a house, I'd consult only people with full access to their credit cards.
But you know what I get, Josh?
Yeah.
I don't get the loan statement. You know what I get? I get the inspection report.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
that is right up your alley, pal.
I mean, he's got it figured out.
Yeah, Coach. If I were you, Chew, I'd feel a little bit of pride right now.
Hey, Dad, when are you coming up with your drills and saws and helping me out? But I was like, it's Fargo. Fargo's a fine town. Never been there. Never even seen the movie.
Oddly enough, the movie doesn't have much to do with the city. Oddly enough.
$325,000? And I'm like, really? My first house was $135,000, I think, and I got more.
Oh, go look at house prices in Bayview.
Really?
You'll fall backwards with the lack of space and the price tag. It'll blow your mind.
Gabe was telling me about Slinger.
Yeah. Yeah, Slinger's a hot spot right now.
Holy! I tell you what, best ring bologna in the world. I can tell you that.
Hey, ring bologna's good. I haven't had ring bologna in a minute.
Get it from wherever in Slinger they make it.
Okay.
Holy, it is delicious.
All right, keep that in mind. Maybe I'll ask our pal Eric Name next time he's up in Slinger to grab me some ring bologna.
Is that where he lives?
Well, that's where he's from. Yeah, he grew up in Slinger.
Is he a legend?
I mean, in my mind.
Okay.
In my mind, he's a legend.
I don't want to disrespect anybody in Slinger, but most likely.
But he was a good hoop player, right? He's tall.
Yeah, I mean, he played in college, although, like, the only hoop story I've ever heard him tell is when he took a charge from J.J. Watt.
Ooh, that had to hurt.
Yeah, which is probably the only reason he tells the story.
Ouch.
Yeah, but no, yeah, housing's out of control, big guy.
Yeah, holy smokes.
Justin hits us up on the Carplers Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. He says he's on the list. He's like 65,000. He does have both of his sons on the list as well.
What's the projection? That's 65,000 to get tickets. 30 years? 40 years?
Justin, if you know the possibility of you getting tickets at 65,000, let us know. 800-990-3776.
Gabe, why don't they just keep adding on?
Because I don't know how much more space they can create.
Their only option really is up.
Yeah.
They're going to have drones soon that can hold bleachers right over the field eventually.
What are you picturing stuff like Harry Potter? Like how they're all just kind of floating up there for the Quidditch match?
That's probably 20 years off.
You know what?
No?
I'm going to tell you what. I'd be good on the floating bleachers.
You'd be all right?
I'm good. I don't need to experience that.
What about driverless cars? Because that was a big discussion over the weekend because my brother-in-law from California came in.
For the past 15 years, some certain electric vehicle guy has said that they were going to be fully autonomous for like 15 consecutive years.
That's a lie.
Hasn't happened.
Yeah, but that's what Chewy is saying. Or that's what Josh is saying.
Yeah.
Driverless cars, I don't trust them yet, no.
No. Would I be more than happy to get in the car and press it and be able to fully trust it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would make travel a lot easier.
Right now, it's
but they swear by this. They swear by this Wagyu or whatever it is.
Wagyu?
Waymo?
Yeah.
Wagyu beef?
I'm pretty sure there was just a scandal because we found out that there was people remotely operating those cars in Asia.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting in one yet. But the bleachers, Gabe, I think that's a good idea. Invest. I wasn't wrong with the hamburgers.
Look, I didn't say it was a bad investment for your wallet to invest into the robots who can flip burgers.
Yeah.
My contention is it was a bad investment in humanity because eventually robots are going to be a downfall of all mankind.
Fair.
Like every other week, there's a story about how somebody who runs an AI company and how the AI is trying to break free and try to kill people.
Yeah.
Like that's happening. That's happening at an alarming rate, and I don't like how nobody else seems concerned about this.
And you don't want to be a part of that?
The robot No, I don't want to live in Terminator.
Really?
Chewy, I'm soft. Cool. I'm dead right away, man.
Okay.
I'm out. I got no chance.
I'd take you as a greenhorn. You could tag along. Me and the Blammer will be fine. Although I don't think Blammer's going to make it quite.
What do you mean you guys are going to be fine?
I mean, the Blammer would be fine
live in the wild
if you protected him.
Yeah, maybe if you guys built a bunker.
Have you ever seen Naked and Afraid? Or Not Afraid?
I'm Naked and Afraid, and I've probably watched every single episode ever. It's my weird, guilty pleasure.
So that is your Ice Road Truckers.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were a Naked and Afraid fan.
Either did I until I ended up watching all of it and then watching it over again.
Minus the naked part with the Blammer, we could do everything they do.
No.
You don't think so?
You two dopes aren't creating fire. You just aren't going to be able to do a bow drill.
You don't think so?
No.
The rubbing of two sticks together, that don't work?
We also, one quick question from the Earn King. How are we getting beers up to those floating bleachers? So, Chew, you can figure that out on how we're going to get beers to the floating bleachers
Another drone.
at Lambeau Field. But we're going to talk with Jason Wilde about all things green and gold. Coming up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Right now, looking at a pretty good ride. We got a little bit of a backup westbound 94 heading through the stadium interchange to Holly Road. The eastbound side, a little heavy from 84th Street just past 68th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy skies, breezy, chance of evening snow, a high of 38. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 20. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatami Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group and best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. If 2025 didn't go exactly as planned, you're not alone. You made it through, and that's what counts. Now it's time for taxes, and for a lot of people, that's when the stress kicks in, especially if things got messy along the way. The good news, a rough year doesn't mean a ruined future. We helped Nate fix a tax mess with the IRS caused by one of those national firms and saved him $103,000 in penalties, plus another $152,000 in taxes because we know the tax law. Imagine walking into tax season with a clear plan and someone in your corner who knows the tax law and knows how to use it. You earned it, we help you keep it. Call us now at 414-325-2040 to arrange a meeting to see how we can help you. Don't wait, call now. That's 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
According to American writer H.L. Mencken, a well-stocked bar can create over 17 billion different cocktails. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. I don't know if 17 billion is accurate or not, but I do know that Discount Liquor is the place to find everything you need to be well-stocked for any occasion. Discount Liquor is Wisconsin's home to over 2,000 varieties of beer, 3,500 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines. Our unparalleled selection is rivaled only by our incredible savings and everyday low prices. And we know how to take care of our customers, no matter the occasion. In fact, Discount Liquor has won numerous national and local awards. Visit Discount Liquor at our Milwaukee or Waukesha locations. Family owned and operated since 1960.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
In Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Main and Barstow. Check out our specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Ready, down, put. All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy is brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com.
He is our friend, he is our teammate, he is Jason Wilde, and he joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. What up, dude?
Wow, a dude week.
Yes.
Not that we don't love Jen, but wow, fun. Been a while.
Jason, yesterday we were talking about there's 4 Packers, I think, that people look at as, okay, these are some core pieces, and everybody's got 1 year left on their deal going into this next year, and typically that's when contract extensions talk starts happening in the NFL. So rank these in terms of how you see them from most to least important of, hey, they got to get an extension done. So Tucker Kraft, Devontae Wyatt, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed.
I am not a huge Devontae Wyatt believer.
Okay.
And I don't know if I think I might be in the minority there. I think he's a good player. I think he's been a little oversold to us. So I think I would go, heavy on offense, showing my bias. I would go Kraft, Watson, Reed, Wyatt.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I think he's certainly had flash moments, and I'm not saying he's Cletus Hunt by any means, but I feel like we're just so
Well, they don't have anybody there, Jason. Like he's clearly the best of the group they have, and that might.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's like.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that I think that could potentially inflate like the value of him. Of, well, if we don't have this guy, man, look at what we got, and that's not a great place to be in.
Yeah, that's 1,000% fair. I just don't want to. I don't want to be rating someone based on the fact that I haven't done a good enough job of stocking a position that he's more valuable than he is good. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not saying he's a bad player. By no means am I saying that.
And honestly, Jason, the consensus that we came to yesterday, I mean, the top two were the same for us. And then we just had Wyatt and Reed flipped. And Chewy, you were also kind of on Wyatt, like, okay, how much is he going to be? Can you really afford him because he might be overinflated? And the Reed one is also interesting because, I mean, if you sign an extension to Watson, depending upon what that number is, I mean, how many guys can you afford to sign at that position and then still be able to keep up, elsewhere and spend money elsewhere?
Well, I'm guessing they're going to let Wicks walk, right?
Yes.
At the end of the year, yeah.
Yeah. So you sign Watson, and again, let's not.
I mean, Reed walking is not out of the realm of possibility either.
But Jason, my question is, where do you start with Watson? I mean, good receivers are making $21 to $25 million. I mean, are you going to pay Watson $28 million?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't have to pay him right away, right?
Yep.
Secondly, I bought myself at a lower price some time, which is a good thing, right? At the same time, and look, I don't know if there's many folks in my role that are bigger Watson guys, right? Like he's won our Tom Mulhern Stand-Up Guy Award twice. I've talked before about how he's kind of an adult, even though they've got a lot of guys that aren't. Older than he actually is, kind of a maturity guy, leader guy, stands up for the guy that stayed home from work guy. Like, I just love everything about him, except his lack of durability, right? And, in fairness, in 2024, he did stay healthy for most of the season until he tore his ACL in a game that he shouldn't even been playing in. So that's not fair to him. But, like, I don't know, like every time, like in Denver, for example, every time he goes down, I'm a little worried on whether he's going to get up or not. And that's not fair to him, but that's how my brain has been conditioned now from watching him the first 4 years of his career. So do I want to invest, how comfortable am I? I do want to invest in him because he's the best that I've got if I'm Goody. But
and not just because he's the best you've got, Jason, because we just had that conversation with Wyatt, but because he has the combination of size, speed that seemingly every NFL team wants.
Yeah, it's the reason why, I know Josh, he is a very busy guy. He's got that executive producer title and stuff. That's why we haven't changed my open since like Ashton made it many years ago. But in there, I do say, yeah, that's shots fired, bro. I'm just jealous that he got to eat beignets and I didn't. But my point is that like in my intro, that's Watson I'm talking about when I say he changes the dynamic of it. That's 100% true. I stand by that. But he's got to be on the field to do it. And so I just have I don't want to say queasiness. That's too strong of a word. But, like, I want to pay him. I want him on my team. He is everything that I want in a guy that's going to get a second contract. Because let's be honest. The Packers tried to trade up to 32 with the Vikings to take him. And so had they successfully done that instead of having to take him at 34 early in the second round, he'd be playing on the fifth-year option this year, theoretically, right?
Yeah, which I guess he basically is with the extension they gave him.
Right. So what I'm saying is that you haven't really signed him to a second contract. This is a one-off kind of a unique situation. So when Goody does his 1.6 second contract guys in a draft class, Wyatt's on the 5th-year option. He's playing that 1-year deal that he got while he was still on the PUP list. The only guy that's gotten a true second contract is Zach Tom from that class. And, oh, by the way, he dealt with a pec injury all of 2024, and then he dealt with a myriad of injuries this past season, including the torn patellar tendon, partially torn patellar tendon that has us not convinced of what his 2026 season is going to look like in terms of how much he's going to be able to practice in the off season and training camp. So it's a really interesting place that their philosophy has put them in roster-wise.
So out of the four, who do you feel out of those four? Again, we're talking about Kraft, Reed, Devontae Wyatt, and Christian Watson. It seems like the only one you're sold on, at least in the early part of this offseason, getting a contract extension is Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I mean, he's special. For all the third-round picks that have gone kablamo
makes up
on
for it.
Goody, he's the one that couldn't be more right on. And by the way, he got that right, but he got the second-round pick wrong at the same position, right? I mean, I like Luke Musgrave a lot. He's a nice fella, but man, this is what you get when you take a guy who played 2 games his final year of college and you extrapolated him out as, this guy's a really great athlete. I mean, he's nothing even approaching a complete tight end, and the stuff that he was supposed to be special at doing, has he proven to be special at? As a pass catcher? He's had some moments, but we all kind of joke about him as a pass catcher, about being Bambi on the frozen lake. So
Jason,
Kraft is a really good player, though. There's no denying that.
But Jason, if you were representing Watson, and from everything you told us, it sounds like he'd never do this. And let's not forget, Jordan Love did this. Would you advise Watson to hold out until I get a new contract? Jordan Love did it, okay? And we didn't call him whatever.
No, because
it wouldn't be fair
I think
to do
everybody
it to Watson.
understood. And I think, by the way, I think, Chewy, you said the same thing yesterday. You advised Tucker Kraft to do the same thing. You're not taking a step on that practice field till you get a new contract.
Without an extension. I mean, it's a different game today. I mean, Watson's probably, grossly underpaid going into this year from what we're expecting. But he's underpaid.
Yep.
Would you advise him?
Well, I mean, first of all, I understand that this is an unpopular position with fans, and this is why I'm this way, right? It's because of Nick Collins.
Yep.
I had a really great relationship with Nick Collins' agents, and look, I'm not. This is why I'm not a great insider. I don't like agents, right? Chewy, I got along with your guy great, so I was able to talk to him. There were other guys that I had good relationships with, but they never asked me to carry water for them. And in the case of Nick Collins, I firmly believed that the Packers were doing him dirty, not extending him. And Al Harris is another example. Al Harris, it's not like I went to bat for. Remember when Mike McKenzie held out with 3 years left on his deal?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't carry water for that guy. But in Nick Collins' case, the guy had been to 3 Pro Bowls. He was looking for an extension. He was not going to report to the offseason program. Ryan Grant was represented by the same firm, and I also thought, if you remember, Ryan Grant had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, and then he was going to be on the exclusive rights free agent thing, which is still the dumbest misnomer ever. And so in both instances, I criticized the organization, and they were convinced that influenced the negotiations. Now, again, I'm happy with them believing that, but they clearly thought I was more powerful than I actually am. But thank God Nick Collins got the extension. because he breaks his neck, and if he'd been playing on his existing contract, I don't know how he and his wife and their 4 kids would have been financially, right? I mean, I think he's coaching at Bethune-Cookman now. But, that was a huge contract for him to get, and he deserved it. So in the case of Watson, I see him being a little more like Davante Adams. And look, Davante and I had plenty of conversations during the training camp in 2021. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And it worked out, right? He played that full season. He caught 1,500 yards of passes. He stayed healthy. But, what was he doing? That's not what we do in the 2020s. I respect it. Thank you for your service, but you're an idiot. You can't do this, not with the money that this league pulls in, and you can't take that risk. So yes, I see Watson as kind of cut from the same cloth of, it's the right thing to be here and that and the next thing. And if he asked me, which he's not going to, because he and I have a good relationship, but it's not like my relationship with Davante, I would say, dude, you got to look out for yourself here before anything else. And so, Chewy, I don't know if he would do that or not, but to your point about Tucker Kraft coming off of an ACL, he definitely needs to do that. Just
and you couple that with the fact that Watson already had an ACL, right?
Yep.
You get 2 ACL, I don't care, in that same knee, and you're probably not the same player, right, Jason?
No doubt, and that's the other amazing thing about him, is that because I'm fascinated by the ACL narratives too, because there's a segment of Packers fans that still use it as an excuse for Rashawn Gary not being more productive. And then at the same time, we're looking at a guy in Christian Watson whose game is speed, who came back and according to everyone, including the head coach, was better than he was before that injury. So, and I know everybody's different and every knee injury is different, but man, oh man, we can't use it as an excuse for the lack of productivity from Rashawn Gary, and at the same time look at Watson and go, look at what this guy's done coming off an ACL.
Jason, we appreciate the time. Prepare yourself for Thursday because I wanted to get more into Jaden Reed. I feel like that's something that is – we're focused on so many other things, right? Oh, man, we got to get defensive tackles, cornerbacks. No, I don't think we're going to fight because I'm genuinely curious about what the Packers do with him, what his value is, if they can, because they've got a lot of big money deals out there, Jason, and I just don't know what happens with Jaden Reed, and we haven't been talking about him because – at best, he's third on the pecking order, even of the guys that you have, not to mention the other issues you have on the offensive line, defensive line, and potentially cornerback. So we will talk and potentially, I guess, fight about Jaden Reed on Thursday.
We're definitely fighting. There's no. I love Jaden Reed. We're totally going to fight.
All right, looking forward to it.
I can't wait for that. That's a tease for Thursday. All right, guys, take care. Be good.
Looking for a pizza that rises to the occasion? Try Palermo's Rising Crust. It's on sale starting tomorrow at Festival Foods for just $4.99, February 25th through March 3rd. It's thick, fluffy crust with soft inside and crispy edge. Big, crowd-pleasing flavor at a family-friendly price. Find Palermo's Rising Crust in the frozen aisle at Festival Foods while this deal lasts. Again, at Festival Foods, Palermo's Rising Crust. This is one of my favorites. This is one, when I see it's on sale, I am going to grab it from my grocery store. They've got a number of different flavors because, again, it's Palermo's. It has all the flavor that you're looking for. And Palermo's Rising Crust, February 25th through March 3rd, just $4.99 at Festival Foods.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Eastbound 94 starting to slow down, coming out of the zoo interchange all the way to just past 68th. On westbound 94, you got backups from 27th Street past Mitchell Boulevard. Volume starting to pick up a bit on 894 eastbound as well, starting at about 51st Street all the way through to actually 60th Street all the way to 35th. So careful with that. Southbound 43, building in volume, but no major backups right now. We do have one broken down vehicle on the southbound side of 43, right at Locust, off on the right shoulder. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy, breezy, chance for evening snow, a high of 38. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 20. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
February means big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Upgrade your home with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath makeover and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time during our February winter savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com now. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way. That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Frank Daniels, our Madison Goldsmith, has an idea.
Bring him in.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Monica.
It's great to see you, Frank. What's your idea?
It's a new company policy.
Let's hear it.
You know the world-famous Keslers warranty?
If you bought it at Keslers, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple. Even if you lose a diamond, including the center stone, we'll replace it. All maintenance is free forever. Yes, it really is that miraculous.
Every time I hear that warranty, it blows my mind.
I propose we have a jewelry cleaning policy that's as amazing as that warranty.
What would it say?
Bring us your jewelry and we'll professionally clean it. While you wait, for free. You can come in as often as you want, and we don't care where you bought your jewelry. The only thing that matters is that you want it to look amazing again. We want that too.
I vote yes.
I vote yes. I vote yes. The motion carries. Congratulations, Frank. Your idea is now company policy.
For the location of the Keslers nearest you, visit KeslersDiamonds.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You can just save yourself so much time by going, okay, we like this guy, this guy, this guy. Let's take a look at all the different things he did at the combine. I just hit my phone, and now my hand is just tingling.
No,
What's
your
with
hand
you
is
today?
no.
Jesus. Do you know how to function? I just like...
On 94.5 ESPN.
We can save more of the Jaden Reed talk for Thursday when we get Jason again, because there are some other things I want to talk about, Chew. So with the Combine going on, this is about the time because the owners' meetings are right around the corner as well. This is when last year the talk of potentially Tush push going away. Packers end up going out there and being the team that nominated that to potentially be changed. But the NFL Competition Committee is apparently... and we've talked a little bit about some of these things, but they are looking to make a change in the rules that would allow replay officials to throw penalty flags for fouls that went unpunished on the field. So basically, any sort of personal foul that happened after the play, or maybe even... Again, it seems more after the play is the example that Troy Vincent is talking about. Not like, oh, we missed this cut block, let's go back and punish it. It's
I believe
more,
you described it as non-football plays.
Correct.
Yeah.
That would be the best way to put it. So more Chew of somebody throws a punch They used the example in this story of Seahawks linebacker Derek Hall stepped on a Rams player that went unpunished. Now, upon further review, he got suspended for a game. Now, he wasn't punished in the game for it, but he got punished after because the act was so egregious. Is this something that we would be okay using the replay official for, punishing non-football acts?
Yes, as long as it's egregious. I don't want it rolled back for a face mask or, a bad hold or something like that.
Yeah, so those are all football plays.
Just more spirit of the game.
This is non-football stuff. Yes, spitting on somebody I think would fall underneath this. Although
Which
I don't know if you would be able to do that quickly enough to.
That's the thing, yeah. You don't want it to delay the game, but I'm thinking, I went back. Well, I'm all about fairness. You guys know that. It's been well documented on this show.
Mm-hmm. Fairness for you.
100%.
God, I didn't know that was coming. So I went back and I'm like, okay, did anyone do anything to me that would fall in that criteria?
Oh, sure.
And Gary Plummer, obviously, I've told a story where he punched me in the nuts. I mean, what if I had it coming to me?
What if you had the nut shot coming to you?
Yeah.
I mean, how are the officials supposed to know that you had a nut shot coming to you?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of did. You guys all seen The Fighter, right?
Yep.
You know when he walks over Sugar Ray Leonard when he knocks him out?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did that a little bit. I don't think it warranted what he did, but I kind of had it coming.
You had some sort of retaliation coming because you stepped over a guy.
And then conversely, I'm like, did I do anything to anybody where I could have potentially been flagged? And I cannot think of an instance.
Is that because you were too scared of Holmgren?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it was cheapness.
Okay. Oh, because you didn't want to
get fined.
You didn't want to get fined. See, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
That'll track.
And then, but some of the fighting fines were stupid. Like they put a 10-yard circle around players fighting.
Okay, and if you stepped in that circle,
and if you entered that, 10 yards, then you got a $5,000 fine.
Sure.
And I've never done that. I mean, other guys have. Frank would always complain about that, but Frank was normally the one in the fight.
I was going to say, he's probably the starter.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I feel like the circle is going around Frank. Like he's starting by default inside that circle.
But I like that rule.
Yeah,
as long as it's quick. As long as it happens quickly.
The only issue I have with this is you better make sure you're 100%. Like if you're going to do this, like we've accepted that officials sometimes miss something, right? The second guy always gets caught is the old adage in the NFL. Oh, second guy gets caught. It's unfortunate. And then we see the replay and it's just, man, you just can't retaliate like that. Second guy gets caught. If you are going to do this, like to me, you cannot miss one. Because this is put into place so you don't miss it. So now you can't. If you're going to throw the replay official out there for these egregious things, you can't miss one. Because so many times, Chew, drives and games can flip on a personal foul penalty.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But, all right, let me give you an example, though, because, and I'm sure most people know this, referees are designed just to look at certain parts of the action.
Yep.
Right? Like the back judge should not be looking at the offensive line.
No, he's not throwing a holding flag from back there, unless the offensive lineman is 15 yards downfield,
correct,
blocking him like a screenplay.
It's usually the umpire that is in charge of the offensive line. But I am sure, hands to the face is a pretty egregious move. I'm sure there's been more than one hands to the face on the offensive line because the guy's in charge of looking at
sure.
So do you throw that flag, Gabe?
No, again, this is all right now. What this is just talking about is non-football stuff.
Extracurricular.
So, yeah. So this is all extracurricular.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think I like it as long as it's quick.
Here's the thing. I like it in principle. In practice, with how these things have gone with the NFL, it feels like it's going to show up at weird times. It's going to alter the outcome of games.
That's why they have to be 100%.
It's going to be inconsistent.
But you can't. If it's going to be inconsistent, Josh, then you can't do it.
Right. That's why I'm not in favor because I don't trust them.
Okay. What about this? Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I also don't want, like, is it going to be egregious and a punch thrown, or is it going to be like guys shoving each other slightly after? That's not really resulting in anything.
Because, again, I feel like at this point, shoves are just the official gets in there, calms everybody down, and nobody gets penalized.
Right. And can we trust them to not then start applying that because somebody has gotten a few too many?
Okay, let me give you this one that I just thought of. Bart Scott, who I hated from Minnesota, me and him. That was the cutting thing, remember, Gabe? I said, no, I won't cut him, but I will cut Minnesota's defense. He laid me out on Minnesota's sideline at home. And then he sat on my chest and was taunting me.
Okay.
So I just, plain as day, gave him the bird right in front of his face. And the referee came over and put my finger down. I do remember that. Would that fall under the criteria?
I guess so.
Did A.J. Hawk get penalized for his middle finger to the sideline?
I think he did because they cut to him. And it was just him with the bird.
And it was his own sideline.
Yes. Yeah, because he got a sack. And, like, everybody had given him crap because, like, it'd been so long since he got a sack.
Yeah.
So he turned to his own sideline to his teammates.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. And, like,
AJ.
again, after the sack, usually the camera cuts to the guy who makes it. So
Yeah.
they show the celebration or whatever. And it's just him with a big old middle finger.
Did Bakhtiari get fined in Chicago? He had to have.
I don't think so. Again, it's a famous picture now, again, of him just lining up to play tackle, flipping the bird.
Yeah. I don't know. Would that fall? Is that a penalty?
I don't think
Flipping the
so.
bird?
I think they're thinking more of, like, personal foul, fighting.
I mean, do the television partners want the bird on national television? No. Of course not.
Yeah.
Is it funny every time it happens? Yeah. Like, do I want the bird to flip a game with a 15-yard penalty? Absolutely not. I don't think that goes too far.
I never got fined either, which was luscious. That's probably the closest.
I forgot
I've been.
about that story. The official just ran over and covered up your.
And when someone's sitting on your chest, I don't care how small or big, you can't get up.
Oh yeah, you're just...
like a turtle.
Yeah.
Well, but again, like, it's another NFL player. They're not. It's not a small human.
Yeah. And I had no help because I was on their sideline, and I was like 3 yards into their sideline where no one could see me.
The only thing you could think of was to flip the bird.
Good instinct.
That was good instinct. Yeah, I'm going to give you credit for that one for sure. I don't know how or why, but somehow getting apparel in the year of our Lord 2026 is just difficult. Another embarrassing moment for a distributor. We dive into that coming up next. But navigating today's complex market, it takes more than a bank. It takes a strategic partner. At Fifth Third Bank, we help businesses manage risk and solve financial challenges with industry-specific expertise and local decision-making. For 167 years, and for nearly 20 right here in Milwaukee, we've been empowering growth with solutions like commercial payments, capital structure optimization, and risk mitigation strategies. Big enough to deliver sophisticated solutions, yet local enough to make decisions that matter. Connect with our Milwaukee team today to experience the difference that only Fifth Third can provide. Great people. Can't wait. Got an event this week. Going to be hanging out with the great folks at Fifth Third. They can help you and your business. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Parents can expect to use 2,500 to 3,000 diapers in a baby's first year. The Milwaukee Diaper Mission has distributed over 1.4 million diapers and other supplies for families just last year alone. This is WTMJ's Kristen Bry. Join me for WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies, where we will raise funds for Milwaukee Diaper Mission. You can be part of it. Text BABY to the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620, to support our WTMJ Cares effort.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf, is back at the Mosh Performance Center in Franklin, March 13th through the 15th. The show has been reimagined with a simple goal: turn it into Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. That's why Vibes Golf Club, a group of golf-loving former Badger football players, including Melvin Gordon, will be at the show all 3 days. Plus, Bridgestone will be doing some ball fittings, and Carl's Place will be powering Simulator Alley. To learn more, log on to GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com.
Tired of waking up exhausted? That dad bod weighing you down? Let's get you back to the old you. If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, your hormones could be out of balance. At Mentality, we'll dig into what's really going on, then build a personalized, science-backed plan using hormone therapy and peptide treatments to get your brain and your body back on track. So stop telling yourself you're just getting older. Book your appointment now at lowtusa.com. Right now, all new patient labs are covered in your treatment plan. That's a savings of $250. Go to lowtusa.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Wisconsin homes ask a lot of their windows and doors. They need to be ready for anything year-round. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, everything we do is built around quality and durability. You shouldn't have to make compromises to ensure you're comfortable at home. So right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 4 years. Learn how the right windows and doors can make a meaningful difference in your home's comfort, efficiency, and overall style. With Pella, you'll get expert recommendations designed around your home, your needs, and the way you live. From design to installation, Pella's local experts are there to guide you every step of the way, helping you choose the right options for your home, your style, and your budget. Thanks to 0% financing until 2030 and our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your decision long after installation day. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 2/28/2026.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Come on, guys. Let's think about this. Could you do 50 straight days of burgers?
Condescending. I just
No, that's not.
Let's
put our heads together.
Again, I have children. I know condescending when I hear it.
Come on,
on 94.5 ESPN.
A limousine ride, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun. Woo! Ric Flair, he is coming to Milwaukee, March 27th at the Riverside Theater. Thanasis Antetokounmpo hosting Thanalysis Live with the WWE Hall of Famer and global icon, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. It's not a cameo. It's not a 5-minute interview. No, full live show. High energy, unfiltered storytelling, which is good because if you know anything about Ric Flair, it needs to be unfiltered. Behind the scenes moments you've never heard. And if you know Thanasis, you know he's bringing the juice, the energy, the laughs, the surprises. And when Flair grabs the mic, anything can happen. Tickets are limited, so don't wait. Lock yours in now at TALiveshow.com. TALiveshow.com. Thanalysis Live, March 27th at the Riverside Theater, presented by Gruber Law Offices and Potawatami Casino Hotel. This was a story during the Super Bowl, and once again, it has popped up, Chew. So we talked yesterday, and there was a lot of excitement over the USA men's hockey team winning the gold in the Olympics. First time in 46 years. So a lot of people yesterday, Chew, they were excited. They wanted to get their USA hockey gear, go buy jerseys, right? Maybe you wanted a Jack Hughes jersey. He's the one who scored the game-winning goal with no teeth. Problem is, a lot of people found that they could not get gear.
So Nike, who is responsible for Team USA apparel, basically decided, because they don't want like leftover Olympic gear, right? Because it's going to be harder to sell. It's not like when jerseys are going to sell in the NFL, Major League Baseball, things like that. This is what's kind of termed a hot market. People get excited for the Olympics and then it dissipates a couple of weeks after. So because Team USA was not the favorite and because Canada was thought to win the gold medal, Nike did not produce enough jerseys. So now people looking for Team USA gear for that hockey game are coming away empty-handed. Huge missed opportunity for Nike.
Don't you think they would have learned from the Super Bowl? Because there were problems getting those jerseys as well?
Yep.
I mean, I can kind of understand it because what if they did lose to Canada?
Yeah,
then you have all that inventory out there.
Sure.
Which is fascinating. They turn around and sell that stuff to,
third world countries. Yeah, they donated them. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's mostly donated.
Yeah. So I can kind of see it, but look at, they're losing out on millions of dollars. And if they go and manufacture them now,
you're not going to sell nearly what you did.
Yeah.
And this was the same thing too when we talked about it on the show when the Bucks won the NBA Cup 2 years ago, and I wanted to get the next day I showed up at the Bucks team store, wanted to get some NBA Cup champion gear. Oh, you're not going to have it until next week.
Yeah.
Guess who never bought NBA Cup champion gear?
Yeah.
You're just missing out. Yeah, because it's a hot moment. People want to capitalize, and by the time it actually becomes available to them, I guess I don't need that jersey. I don't need that.
I do think it's a miscalculation because this is the first time that NHL players had been in it in a long time, and they were guaranteed to be in the gold medal game. But once you know they're going to be in the gold medal game, you got to start printing like crazy.
They were
because the amount of kids, enrollment in youth hockey is at an all-time high. Those kids are going to see, even if they get silver, are going to be going nuts over Team USA stuff.
Yeah, you should have at least hedged it, because it's not like the Miracle. Again, I watched the Miracle on Ice documentary, not the movie, but the documentary that came out on Netflix, too. Two things that I came away from. One is I didn't realize that Mark Johnson was the team's best player.
Oh, yeah.
I knew he was on the team, obviously, but I didn't realize he was the best player on that team, which they make abundantly clear throughout the course of that documentary.
Ruzioni is, said hands down.
Yes.
Not even close. He's the best player.
Oh, and they made a joke because Mark took a cheap shot in one of their games.
Yeah.
And they said it was like the first time. Yeah, it was like the first time that you saw that their coach got upset. Herb Brooks went nuts because boy, we can't win without Mark. So they were making those jokes. But the other thing is that team was probably they thought if they finished 6th or 7th, that could have been a good finish for that team, right? Yeah. And so they surprised everybody. This USA team, they were the second best team.
Yes.
Everybody thought Canada was better and Canada's the favorite to win gold, but you thought it was a pretty good chance that these two teams are going to face off. So I don't know how Nike, to Josh's point, didn't just hedge their bets even a little bit. And they're going to be in the gold medal game more than likely. Let's at least produce some stuff so we can get it out there and some people can get stuff. Because now you're missing out.
A couple of that, Gabe, they're right in the middle of their season. So if you sold those jerseys, people are wearing those to their teams.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Hockey, events. So, that's a big – I wonder how long it takes to produce a shirt. Not a T-shirt, but an original hockey shirt.
Yeah, the long sleeve.
Yeah.
Technically call them sweaters. They are the jersey type. I would imagine it's probably a little bit more than, say, an NFL jersey, but it can't be all that much more.
No, because, I guess
Maybe
it's a little bit different.
A little bit different because they're that multi-layered, and they're not just one color.
In an article posted by The Athletic, they had reached out, and in an email, Nike said they're planning on having additional hockey jerseys available on Nike.com through select partner channels the coming days.
Okay. And those aren't cheap.
No, hockey sweaters are usually, are a little more expensive because a lot more material, a little nicer quality. Has Fanatics completely taken over that one too? Because I haven't I guess I'm not in as much in the hockey space, Joshy, because I know people obviously have complained over the years about baseball jerseys. The Red Sox going through it yet again with Fanatics and
Fanatics
Nike.
is the supplier of everything Nike
Okay.
at this point.
All right.
That's my understanding. I could be wrong. I haven't looked into the finer points of it. But it seems like anytime team issue geared gets talked about, regardless of the sport,
it's Fanatics.
It points back to
This one, oddly enough, not on Fanatics. This one's 100% on Nike.
Yes.
Gabe, and this just proves my point from what I said earlier in the show. Start investing in big drones for bleachers. See, you're going to miss the boat.
What does that have to
All right, hey, let me know. Whenever the opportunity comes your way, shoot me a text. I'll invest with you, big guy.
Okay. Sounds good.
I mean, I'm not going to go up in the floating bleachers, but if you say it's a good investment opportunity, I'll dive into that. I don't want to say it's bad news, but it wasn't great news out of Brewers camp yesterday. That's in 2 minutes. Jen gave it to it.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, we have an accident eastbound 94 just past Highway F. It is off on the left shoulder. Delays coming in from just past Highway 16 all the way past Barker Road, back on the brakes from the Zoo to Hawley, and again coming out of the Stadium interchange to about 35th Street. The westbound side backing up 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. We've also got delays southbound 43 from before Silver Spring all the way down to about Locust. Delays northbound on 4394 coming out of the Mitchell interchange, heading all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue, and then westbound 894 backed up out of the Mitchell all the way to about 60th Street on 894. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy, breezy, chance for evening snow, a high of 38. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 20. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
If you've been injured, let our team help get you back in the game. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Bucks. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
February means big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Upgrade your home with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath makeover and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time during our February winter savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com now. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
1 month from Thursday. Brewers open up their 2026 campaign against the White Sox inside American Family Field. And Chew, I was under the impression, I think a lot of people were under the impression, that Braden Woodruff, for the third time in his career, would be that opening day starter for the Milwaukee Brewers. Freddie Peralta traded away. Woody accepts the qualifying offer, but obviously Woody's had some injury issues. Had the shoulder issue that kept him out for the majority of last year, that ended up having a lat strain that prevented him from pitching at the end of the season and into the postseason. And we found out yesterday that may not be the plan. Woody said it's up in the air, understands that that's a phrase that gets used a lot, but it truly is for him. Said he's behind some of the other pitchers right now as they're trying to ramp him up. And he said he trusts their plan, and the plan is for, hey, yeah, he would love to start opening day, but the plan and what he wants is to be ready for the end of the season, to be available for the Brewers for those clutch games in September, potentially into October. He wants to pitch in those high-leverage games versus be ready at the beginning of the season. Is this concerning to you at all that Woody may not be available to the Brewers at the start of the season? Now, he still could be. Got to wait and see how the next few weeks play out, but as he said, he's a little bit behind everybody else right now.
No, not concerning at all, because I'm fully anticipating him to have one, maybe two stints where he would be on the DL. That's just what happens with guys that are older like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would leave it up to him whether because at his, how old is Woody?
32, 33.
So he knows his body.
Yeah.
Right?
And he said as much yesterday, and it said that I think he threw 25 pitches yesterday.
Yeah.
Said he felt good after it, which was something that he was happy about. He's 33 years old. And he was happy about how he felt, and he said he's truly just taking a day at a time. With some of the injuries he's had, he doesn't worry about what's next. He just shows up, takes a look at what the plan is, and then executes that day.
Yeah, I would look at the science. I wouldn't even have a problem with Woody him pulling the my arm in July or something to give him, I don't know, 2-3 week rest so he could. There's got to be science behind it, right, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm sure the Brewers have some sort of, plan behind getting him ramped up, ready to go, try to prevent injury. Again, shoulders, elbows, they're just things that you can have the best plans and it still might not work out. Like that's just a fact that you got to deal with baseball pitching.
So if he doesn't go, who's next man up? Miz?
Miz or Priester in terms of starting opening day. Yeah, it's one of those two.
Gabe, let me ask you this question. When it comes to a decision like that,
yes,
do they go with their second best pitcher, or do they go with, he's been here, he's much older than you, we want a hand? Because that's kind of a big honor, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, being the opening day starter. Yeah, sometimes if there is a veteran like that, they'll go, hey, you've been here, you've earned this. But the problem is the Brewers don't really have that after Brandon Woodruff, right? Like Quinn Priester, he hasn't been here forever. Jacob Mizorowski, nope, hasn't been here forever.
Yeah, but I would think
Chad Patrick, nope.
I would think the fans want to see Miz. If you took a poll.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yes. I feel I have 100% confidence in that. Yeah, and my guess is Miz would be the guy that starts.
Yeah.
But if it's between him and anyone, it's between him and Quinn Priester. Because the top three, in some order, we knew coming in was Woodruff, Priester, and Miz. And then the other two spots in the rotation are up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm not concerned. One bit.
No,
One bit.
I'm right there with you. I'm not concerned. Again, it's just something I think we got to monitor throughout the course of the season because he is that veteran. He is that guy. And this is why I was a little hesitant about wanting to trade away Freddie Peralta, because you knew Freddie is somebody that's been healthy, who's posted and made his starts each and every year. And he's not somebody you've had to worry about those arm issues with. That being said, the Brewers do have a ton of depth. And they learned last year that they needed so much depth to get through the early part of the season with their starting pitching chew. And that's basically what every trade they made this offseason, it acquired more pitching depth in the starting rotation. So maybe he starts on the IL and somebody gets an opportunity on the back part of that rotation. But the Brewers should have enough starting pitching to navigate any sort of short-term loss of Brandon Woodruff throughout the course of the season.
What's happening at third base?
It's a great question.
Nothing?
My guess is Luis. No. They had signed Luis Rengifo. He's going to be the starting third baseman. He's going to get the first crack at it. But as we saw last year, they had one platoon to start the year.
Yeah.
And then it ended up going to Caleb Durbin 2 months in, 1 month in. Okay. Whenever Durbin came up, because he didn't start on the opening day roster, and then he ended up over at third base. So Rengifo is going to be, my guess, again, you sign him, you sign him to the deal that they did. The Brewers aren't going to waste that type of money, so he'll get first crack. And if it doesn't work out, if he doesn't bounce back offensively from what he was last year, then they go to plan B, whether that's Jet Williams, whether that's somebody in the minors, remains to be seen.
You don't sound like you're very concerned about that.
Third base?
Yeah.
Not overly.
No. Okay. Because they went out and they signed somebody who can play third base on an everyday basis. Right? And that kind of gives you a little bit more time for the guys that need a little bit more seasoning over at third base.
Okay. You're not concerned. I'm not concerned.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little concerned about where the power comes from, but I was concerned about that last year, and they still figured it out throughout the course of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a little bit, just kind of disappointing, kind of bummed about Brandon Woodruff more than anything. But I trust their plan for Woody, even if he's not going to be out there a month from Thursday, starting the season for the Brewers on the mound. We've got to get to power rankings. It is a Tuesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Chewy said it is locked, that he's ready to go. He says that every week, so I don't know what that means, Josh.
You guys will still.
Another false promise.
You guys will still. See, there you go. We're starting. The segment hasn't even started yet.
Tired of always waking up exhausted? Dad bod starting to weigh on you? Finding it harder to get excited about basically anything? If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, it might not be that you're just getting older. No, there is a good chance your hormones and metabolism are just out of balance. So this year, let's get back to the old you. I know you remember that guy. Sharp at work, full of energy, fun, the one people enjoyed being around. And that's where mentality comes in. I've been using them for years. I used to be one of those people saying, I guess this is part of the aging process, just getting older. No, it doesn't have to be that way with mentality. Mentality, not a macho, low-T bro clinic. They're human-centered. Missions to figure out what's really going on with your body and your brain. And they start over at mentality by listening. Okay, what are your issues? They take a blood panel, they run those real labs, explain those results in plain English, and then build a personalized science-backed plan using hormone therapy and FDA-approved peptide treatments to help you get your brain and body back on track. It's not one size fits all. They want to make sure that your levels are where they need to be so you feel your best. So stop telling yourself and everyone around you that you're fine. Right now, new patient labs are covered in your treatment plan. That's a savings of $250 right out of the gate. Reclaim the old you, the younger you, with mentality.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
All right, still working on an accident, 94 eastbound, just past Highway F in Waukesha County. It is off on the left shoulder. Southbound on 43, we're backing up just south of Silver Spring, all the way down past Capitol Drive. There is a crash northbound 43, right at the ramp from Keefe. That one is off on the right shoulder. We've also got northbound 4394 slowing down around the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma Avenue, back on the brakes from Chase all the way up past Beecher. Northbound 894 is also backing up out of the Hale interchange all the way up to National Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Glenroy. Now hiring as the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy, breezy, chance of evening snow, a high of 38. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 20. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Another two-man scramble tournament is underway. Play TPC Scottsdale for a shot at cash prizes. Must play by February 28th. Sign up now at wisconsinindorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
So you mentioned Super Bowls and parties and how they don't go hand in hand, which again is an absurd comment by you two, but it's just one of many on the show.
Dumber thing that Chewy has said this morning. Super Bowls and parties don't go hand in hand, or cheddar is not a top 10 cheese.
On 94.5 ESPN.
WTMJ is throwing strikes for a cause, and you're invited. Bowling for Babies is Saturday, March 7th at Village Bowl in Menominee Falls, raising funds for the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Put together a team of 4 and hit the lanes. Registration is $170 per team. All proceeds and fees benefit the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Want in? Text the word BABY to WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620 to sign up. Bowling for Babies. Let's bowl and help families who need it.
It's Chewy's favorite segment of the week.
Hey, big guy, you catch the game?
It's Power Rankings time on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You catch the game last night? Can I say yes to you?
What will the big guy have in store for us today?
See the game last night?
Which game?
Any of them.
All right, big guy, you said you've got one dialed in today. What's our list for power rankings?
All right, I needed a rebound here. I think this is a good list with all the talk of Watson, Reed, Dobbs probably leaving. Okay, very simple list. Had to go through a bunch, though, because of one player. Okay? All I need from you, and we're going to do old rules because you know every name on this list, so if we did summer rules, you guys would knock it out. All I need from you is the top 10 receivers perception, not stats, not anything, just perception, top 10 Packer receivers of all time.
Ooh.
Of all time. You know every name, and this stretches a large span. Okay?
You just got to give me a sec. I kind of got to work back. Right? Like, think of who's going to be at the top of that list. Who's going to be now back, kind of back towards 9, 10.
And I think it's a fair list. It's a good list. Okay? So who wants to kick it off? Number 10.
Do we need to get it in the right order?
Yeah, so it's
Jeez.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, you would know every single one of them.
Yeah, but Now we're at the discretion of somebody based on things that don't necessarily have.
Stop looking for the easy way out.
Like
sometimes
10,
you got to grind, Josh.
I'd put like Randall Cobb.
Boyd Dowler.
Good guess by Gabe. Max McGee, number
Damn it,
10.
I thought about going Max.
Max. Josh, have you heard of Max McGee, or
Yes,
you just
of
go
course.
back to 2000? Okay. 9.
Robert Brooks.
I will say. I feel like Robert's a pretty good guess there. I'll go with Josh's other Randall Cobb.
Boyd Dowler.
Damn it.
Number 9. Okay.
I think, okay.
Number 8.
I feel like one of my first two guesses is going to be here, so I'm just going to go back to. Let's go back to Cobb.
I will say, who do I want to go here? Greg Jennings.
Antonio Freeman.
Free? I'd have gone higher.
Yeah.
I'd have gone
Number
higher
8.
for free.
You would have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have said higher for Hulu Duck.
All right. We're getting there. Number 7.
Okay, we're starting to get to some nitty-gritty here in terms of putting down some of these names, some of the really good receivers over the years. I'm starting to think Cobb's not on this list just because Free was better.
Let's go. Would Robert be above him?
I don't
No?
think so.
Yeah, I don't either. Is it a Jennings now?
Yeah, I'm going to go Jennings now.
Yeah.
Greg Jennings, number 7.
Perfect. There we go.
So you got. Hey, this is no different than when we do the power rankings during the season. You struggle with.
Yeah, kind of the bottom
10
teams.
through 5, and then you're figuring it out. Number 6.
Is this Jordy?
Okay, so there's someone. I mean, Donald Driver has all of the Packer records. Yes. However, I think in terms of being a receiver, again, I'm going to use a Josh term that he usually uses to disrespect players.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Double D is a little bit of a compiler.
Yeah.
Because he played for so long.
See, the thing is, he's so beloved, though.
Yeah.
That feels like
but
a
that's the other
rank.
thing. Because
Not
the
by
other
everybody.
5.
Hold on. Not by everybody.
The other 5, I think, are better overall receivers, which, again, is not a knock on Double D.
Right.
Because there's some Hall of Famers that are going to be in the top 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Jordy here.
Josh?
I went Jordy.
Jordy is 6.
Okay.
All right, you liking my list now, huh? There, huh? Yeah.
Well, again, like you said, we just had to kind of suss out to get to the names.
All right, give me 5.
See, now this is the debate I'm having.
I think this is Double D now.
I mean, Devontae's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
But he's also put up numbers away from the Packers to help him be a Hall of Famer. I'm going to say Devontae's 5.
I'm going Driver.
Joshy nailed it. Driver is 5. Okay. And this was the guy on my list. And I love Donald.
Yeah.
I love Donald. But when I went to that Thanksgiving Day game where Brett, I don't know, what did Brett do there? They retired something.
Oh, when they put his name
and
up
it was
on the
our
facade.
guys, and Donald was a discussion. And they said the exact, not that they didn't like him, but they said exactly what you said. A compiler.
Yeah, I mean, again, he was really good for a long time, but he doesn't have, he wasn't a first-team All-Pro guy.
Yes.
Right, I'm assuming, I guess, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming with Devontae being in the top 4, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. That means the top 4 names on this list are all going to be in Canton. And
yes.
Donald's just not there, so that makes sense to me.
4.
I'll say Devontae here.
When's it Don Hudson time?
I mean, I'm assuming Don's 1.
I'll say Hudson.
Sterling Sharp, number 4.
What?
I had him as top 2.
Sterling, that's Gabe's guy.
Yeah, I had Sterling, yeah. What?
Sterling is 4.
What?
Yeah.
Could it go? Are they going to put
Number
Devontae
3.
above him? You have to, right? He can't not be on the list.
Yeah, I mean, we're down to 3 names here, Joshy.
Yeah.
All right, we're down to Lofton.
Yeah.
We're down to Hudson.
Yeah.
And we're down to Devontae.
So would they go Lofton, Devontae, Hudson?
I mean, Lofton and Devontae are kind of like the same guy, where a lot of success with the Packers, then going elsewhere, ultimately Hall of Famers. I'm going to say, if Sharp's there, I'm going to say Lofton 3.
I'm sticking with Gabe.
Devontae Adams,
Damn it.
number 3.
Son of a biscuit.
Devante.
Then the end has to be Lofton, Hudson, right?
Yeah, Lofton's 2, Hudson's 1.
Lofton to Hudson 1. So, do you guys disagree with that?
I would have put Sterling higher.
Yeah.
What about Devontae?
I feel like Devontae, I feel Devontae, like I just said, Devontae and Lofton are interchangeable to me.
Okay.
Like you could have made the argument for 3 or 4 for either one of them because I think their careers are. Now, Devontae had more team success, certainly, because when Lofton played with the Packers in the 80s, they weren't going to the playoffs as much. But I mean, James Lofton was one of the best receivers of the 80s. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
So this was a top 20. I obviously
Okay.
did the top 10, but let me give you 11 through 20.
All right.
Billy Houghton, who
Yeah.
I've never heard of.
Okay.
You?
I've heard of, absolutely.
I've heard the name, but I can't place
Quick
it.
guess for
I don't
12?
know this,
Quick guess? It's already been guessed?
Cobb.
Cobb 12. This one, I don't know if I agree with this one. 13.
It's going to be...
He's brought up on the show quite a bit.
Brought up on the show quite a bit?
As a
James Jones?
comparison. James Jones, 13.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Yeah.
James
high.
Jones should not be ahead of Robert Brooks.
No.
14, Carroll Dale.
Okay.
15, Josh, you already said him.
Is it Robert Brooks?
Robert Brooks.
Yeah, Robert should be higher than James Jones.
Yeah.
16, Philip Epps.
Don't know
I know
who
the
that
name.
is.
I don't know how. 17, little shocker. I disparage him a little bit, even though I like him now.
Billy Schrader.
Billy Scrotum.
You
18.
still disparage him with that nickname.
18 wasn't here very long, but a good player.
18, not there for very long.
2000s.
2000s.
Oh, like Javon
Javon Walker?
Javon Walker.
Ooh. God, I feel like the top 10 is really solid. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a good top 10. When you get through 11 through 20, it's like, ugh.
See, now 19, I thought he would have been higher on this list because he was a household name. I think he played in the 80s, although he wasn't here very long. Played with Lofton.
Played with Lofton. Who is it?
John Jefferson.
Oh, sure.
This one's going to blow your mind. Just
number 20?
Your head might explode.
At number 20.
Romeo Dobbs.
No, but a lot. You're close.
Close. MVS?
You're close.
What?
You're close.
If you say Alan Lazard.
No. Don't do that.
Alan Lazard is number 20.
That ruined all the top 10 for me.
It's done.
The entire list. The entire list is you got to throw it
Yeah.
out.
And that was from Lombardi Ave. which
Let me
we
tell you
reference
this.
every now and then.
Alan Lazard's not a top 20 receiver in Packers history.
No. So, I think I redeemed myself a little bit.
No, that was a good list. It was a fun list.
Good.
Again, like you said, had hurt all
Don
of the top.
Beebe deserve above Alan Lazard?
I would
Yes!
take Don Beebe over
Yes!
Alan Lazard.
I'd take Terry Mickens over Alan Lazard.
Probably.
I would take Corey Bradford over Alan Lazard.
Yeah.
I take MVS over Alan Lazard.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And as the number one Romeo Dobbs disparager, I take him.
Yes. Yep.
You're probably right. All right, there you have it.
Oh, man. A weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend. Tune into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production. By the way, Marcus, happy birthday to him. I don't know if you saw the video.
Saw the dunk.
70 years old, still dunks.
Unbelievable.
Congratulations to Mark. He said it was his last one on the video, but
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, don't get
If you got it, you got it.
you got to keep flaunting it. Marcus and his son Chris, who's a 1995 UCLA hoops champ himself, talk about everything happening in the Bucks world and are joined by some of the biggest names in basketball. Plus, they answer your questions too. Maybe they'll answer whether or not he's going to dunk next year at age 71. Stay on the beat of the Bucks. Find Here District now, Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound on 43, we have, actually northbound on 43, we have a crash right about at Keefe. It is off on the right shoulder. Right now, we've got delays on the southbound side, though, from before Hampton all the way down past Locust. We've got northbound 4394 slowing around the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. Westbound 94, backups from 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound, got that accident in Waukesha County just past Highway F off on the left shoulder. More delays then from about 92nd Street all the way to 68th, and again coming out of the Stadium interchange to 35th. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy and breezy. Chance for evening snow, a high of 38. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 20. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night Show for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Homer here from ESPN Wisconsin. Founded by inventors, fueled by community, and focused on business for 130 years, Horicon Bank has helped Wisconsin businesses grow, doing banking differently since 1896. If you're a local business, that same local approach is part of the Milwaukee business community, bringing decisions closer to you. Financing approved in days, not weeks. Bankers who understand your business. Products built for real cash flow needs. When it comes to commercial lending, Horicon Bank gets the job done. Together, doing good for 130 years.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatami Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatami. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Join Cousins Club Rewards today. Grab your first sub and your next one could be free. After your first qualifying purchase, you'll earn a free sub and start collecting points for free food, exclusive deals, and even Cousins gear. Sign up today. It's fast and easier than ever on the Cousins Subs app. Earn points online, on the app, or in store. However you enjoy Cousins Subs, your rewards are right at your fingertips. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold the lie with sportswear, too. You pay a fortune for big-name gear, a fancy logo, and a slogan, and it still stinks. Then I found Iron Jock, and now it's all I wear. It's built on science. Their silver ion technology is woven right into the fabric. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria, and it never washes out, ever. Get yours today at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
He hates the ending of all comedies. Apparently doesn't like happy endings.
I love happy endings. Don't take it that far.
Muy
bueno.
Maybe that's a vote for Groundhog Day for you.
On 94.5 ESPN.
The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf. It is back. it's been completely reimagined. Taking place March 13th through the 15th at Mosh Performance Center in Franklin. It's going to be Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. Get your VIP tickets now for $50 at GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com. VIP tickets include a dozen golf balls, a round of golf, and much more. Right now, we'd like to send you to the Greater Milwaukee Golf Show with two general admission tickets. Two general admission tickets to the Greater Milwaukee Golf Show presented by Old Fashioned Golf. Caller number 9, 800-990-3776, 800-990-3776 for two tickets for the Greater Milwaukee Golf Show. Doesn't seem like the NFL is going to do it, Chew, but a little bit of breaking news from our guy Adam Schefter this morning. And the UFL, which has been used at times to kind of experiment with some different NFL rules. Like they were the ones who first used the kickoff rule, and then that was eventually tweaked and brought to the NFL. But the UFL is going to ban the tush push. No tush push in the UFL, even though it seems like the NFL is not going to be doing that this time around.
Well, I never liked when non-ball carriers could assist ball carriers forward. That was never allowed in my day.
Sure.
That kind of opened the door. So I think could they ban the tush push and still allow the assisting of runners? Or would they have to just go back to the old rules?
I think they would just have to go back to the old rules.
And then how do you guys feel about that? Do you like being able to?
I would be fine because, again, especially if we're talking about player safety, Chew, I think about when there's just like a pile of guys that are stood up and an offensive lineman comes charging in from 10 yards away to try to get a big push forward. That doesn't seem like the safest play.
No, and it feels a little rugby-ish, a little scrummy-ish. Yeah. I never liked that, so it's fine. Stop whining. It is what it is. But I wonder if with the UFL banning it, they're just going to let it cool down for a little while and then eventually do away with it.
Well, I got to imagine. I thought, honestly, with the way everything was trending with the tush push this year, that whoever decided to put it up there, it would have enough momentum. And I just feel like the backlash that the Packers faced, not that it was much, right? Like it was out there for a little bit in terms of, but I don't think any NFL teams want that for their franchise.
Yes, I think it was enough to be embarrassing.
Yes.
Enough to be something you don't want to force.
So
I do think it's interesting that I think they've gotten smarter.
Okay.
They've changed the language, and now they're talking about the aiding of the runner.
Yes.
And not making it the tush. Because branding it as the tush push ban, I think was a mistake. Because it seems like you're targeting one team that's good at it, and you're saying it's unfair, you're really good at this.
Then they rallied Jason Kelsey to go and speak about it at the competition committee, vote.
Let me ask you this, though. Is this Jalen Hurts, though? A guy that can squat a house.
Oh, it's a big part of it. Yes.
Once he's done, then this thing will go away.
There's a reason both he and Josh Allen are very good at it.
Because they're just tanks.
Right. And Cam Newton would have been equal and was equally good. They just
didn't even need the push.
Right. They just did it around the goal line. Like those guys who are that size and stature, it's Yeah.
Well, that's why they're using. That's why they use Tucker Kraft, and you see a lot of teams going to tight ends.
Brett Favre wasn't moving mountains like those guys are.
No.
Aaron Rodgers either.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, everybody has a different skill set. And it just feels like to me they're not going – and maybe they do it kind of the way you're talking about, Josh, but they don't want to, or team doesn't want to put that, we'll propose that we're going to ban this until they know for sure they have the votes.
Yeah, and the fallout makes it even more clear of Mark Murphy being pushed into it. Because it seems like...
No, whoa. I don't think he was pushed into anything, Josh.
Yeah, asked.
I think he may have even volunteered.
But it seems to be it seems to be a poisonous thing that now people are avoiding. That we've now created a new way to try and get this out of the game because everyone wants it out, but you don't want it to be targeted at the Eagles because putting it as the tush push ban makes it feel like you are just mad at one team who's good at something. It's like It would be like, hey, Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes were really good at the deep pass. Well, you can't throw it that far anymore.
Yeah, sorry. Now you can only throw it 50 yards down the field. Anything further than that, automatic incomplete pass.
Right. So that's why I think they've probably gotten smarter, and then every team looked around and go, I'm not going to be the one to tush push ban.
Yeah, because Mark Murphy didn't care. He was on his way out last year.
Yeah.
And Mark Murphy had kind of done some other things. I wouldn't say to the capacity of this, because this was a lightning rod rule change. But I feel like the league has used the league, when Mark Murphy was the president, had used Murphy before as the trial balloon. Hey, he goes out there, floats this idea, see how it ends up getting reacted to publicly, Chew, and then they, base whatever they do off of that. And this was last year. I think we kind of knew it as it was happening too, that, this is something that Mark Murphy has done for the league before.
Well, yeah, because the previous year, the Packers had been one of the only teams to stop it. They were successful in stopping it the handful of times it had ever been stopped prior.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't seem that big of an issue.
Are there more proposed rule changes that are hot, or no?
Nothing really right now.
No.
I mean, that could heat up. I mean, that might be a good question for Shefty tomorrow to see if he's heard anything.
Okay.
That could be hot, especially if teams are backing away.
We talked about it earlier in the show, how they're going to start flagging egregious penalties. Does that have to go through the committee, or is that just
that would go through the competition committee? Yes, that's not just something that the league can just do however they want. That's got to go through the competition committee.
Do you anticipate that that's going to pass?
Kind of seems like it.
Okay.
Because most things I feel almost become a formality. Now, some things obviously haven't passed, but when something gets mentioned this early in the process, because it's not going to get voted on until the owners' meetings. What is that? Sometime late March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one and things like this, where it is public image of the league, that sort of stuff kind of gets pushed through. Where it's, you don't want guys throwing punches, taking cheap shots after the play ends. So that sort of stuff is sort of when it comes to like material changing of like how a game is done. Like, I remember the interference being reviewable. That was a main topic of conversation. Oof. There was a back and forth, and that was like a whole process that had to be discussed. The stuff where it's like, we don't want guys making motions of guns. Yeah, that's everyone kind of looks around and goes, yeah, for the betterment of all of us and making more money, we don't want that around.
But where are they at with, and we talked about it during the season, how they were just coming up with these
with the Sky Judge stuff? Yeah.
With the Sky Judge stuff, have they addressed that?
No, I think they're using that to their advantage. I think they want to keep that in the dark.
But the problem with that, though, again, Josh, is, okay, you're keeping that in the dark. You're doing a lack of transparency.
Yes.
And that's what makes me not trust you being able to litigate and use the Sky Judge to do some of those punches and the non-football stuff that happens after plays.
Well, the fact that it hasn't been legislated and litigated into what's determined tells me that's by design.
Oh, yeah.
Because everything else is discussed and is talked about to the finest of details. And this, for whatever reason, is the one thing that exists solely in the dark with no real guidelines.
Which doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
no.
I don't like that.
And if you are a person who thinks games can be rigged or fixed or changed based on what the sports books are thinking, you have reason to believe that. I'm not saying that's the case, but when you say, well, that's a weird time for them to suddenly, and why didn't they do it this time, and how does it affect the changing of outcomes?
It feels like baseball going to, the umpire's still behind the plate, but if there's a really bad call,
then they just
then electronically they're going to change it.
Yeah,
you know, which is stupid.
Which again, if it's a bad enough call, catchers and hitters are good enough to know.
Right. To know. Yeah.
Okay, and they're just going to tap their helmet, and then everybody gets to look out on the scoreboard.
Well, that's fine because we know now that it's transparent. But
do you think it's going to become like in tennis where they root for the outcome, and if it's in or out, they start
clapping?
Yeah.
That'd be fun. It was a ball. I think that yes, we can start that.
We should start that.
We should start that. Yes, start the slow clap the way they do it, like Wimbledon. Whether or not it's a ball or a strike.
And you know they're going to be like totally inconsequential, but it's still going to be fun.
Oh,
it's going to be strike 2 in the second inning.
Then he bops up on the next pitch. Just completely doesn't matter. Yeah, but no, at least if we can turn it into something fun, we can. But yeah, the NFL, transparency is obviously the key with anything. And that's why I'm shocked that they have not been more transparent when it comes to that specific Sky Judge stuff. And the fact that it's not even being brought up right now makes me think they're not going to be discussing it anytime soon. And like Josh said, the NFL doesn't do anything by accident.
Right.
It's all done by design in the NFL. We see what we put on the Infinity Exterior poll as we wrap up the show. Coming up next.
Are you looking to make some changes in your life? Lose a couple pounds? Maybe you want to look better in your swimsuit for the summer. There comes a point where you know it's time to do something for yourself. I wanted real goals, real change, and I decided 2026 is the year I look and feel my best. I'm Josh DiMaggio, and I'm starting that journey with Milwaukee Weight Loss. From the first consultation, their team really listened and built a customized plan around me and my goals. I've lost over 20 pounds at this point. I'm trying all sorts of new foods, looking the best, even dropped down a pant size. This Valentine's month, Milwaukee Weight Loss is sharing the love with $300 off during their Valentine's sale, now through February 28th only. No drugs, surgery, or injections, just a proven metabolic reset. Many patients lose up to a pound a day of fat a day. Some people lose 20 to 30 pounds in just a month or two. Milwaukee Weight Loss has already helped thousands of people change their lives. Here's what you should do. Call and schedule a free consultation at 262-235-3980. That's 262-235-3980. Or visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Milwaukee Weight Loss, the time is now.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We need the final end here.
Oh, okay. Screw you, Ben, bruh.
KBN.
Brian Gutekunst has mapped out his best offseason of his entire career. I've been thinking about roster development lately and what Goody has in store for him. And I don't see any way this team can become a title contender unless Goody has the best offseason of his whole career.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Afternoons from 2 to 5 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
In healthcare, change is constant. Fifth Third Bank helps organizations navigate that change with local expertise and comprehensive financial solutions. From capital structure optimization to revenue cycle support and commercial payment tools, Fifth Third empowers sustainable growth. For nearly 20 years, the Milwaukee team has partnered with healthcare and not-for-profit organizations, building trusted, long-term relationships. Experience the difference only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Member FDIC.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-823-5544. That's 800-823-5544. 800-823-5544.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Ben Brust here for the Princely Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princely Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princely Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princely Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
At Ewald Automotive Group, we believe in life, liberty, and the pursuit of lower payments. That's why we're giving you $1,500 over book value for your trade. Get into a new vehicle with payments starting under $250 a month. Over 1,400 vehicles backed by our low price guarantee. $1,500 more for your trade. Payments starting under $250. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of lower payments. Based on Kelley Blue Book Fair Trade Value. Applies to 2013 or newer model years. Payment offer on select vehicles with approved credit expires month end.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The other side of the world, and I'll let you know if I want to come back and coach your little game.
Ian Peterman.
Ian Rappaport tweeting yesterday, and I thought this was interesting.
Poor lady.
The Broncos the
That was
last 2 weeks. You guys done?
I got more.
On 94.5 ESPN.
So NFL.com came out with a new list yesterday, Chew, of their top free agents. Any idea who's number one on their list?
Hawkinson, Hendrickson, Trey.
He's not a free agent.
Trey is.
He is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson is, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They just added money to
Yeah,
his
he signed
1
a
year that
one-year
they had.
deal.
Oh.
That's all they did last year. So he's a free
Did they have
agent.
a bad year?
Yeah, he was kind of beat up
Say,
and
why
hurt.
is he
he's
being
hurt.
talked about?
Yeah, because he was hurt and yeah. But he's a free agent. Certainly, he's a free agent.
Who's number one?
Think closer to home.
No. No.
Yep.
Hey, I told you.
Wait, who do you think it is?
Walker.
No, that is incorrect.
Well, what's close to home?
That's. I mean, who else is a free agent?
It's not Romeo Dobbs.
It's not Romeo. Rashid
Way?
is 22 on the list.
Way?
Nope.
That's all I got.
Romeo is 28. Quay is 44.
Who is one?
Who is
And what
number one?
Closer to home.
Is a free agent. George
No
Pickens
idea.
is 2.
Who won the Green Bay Packers a couple games through past couple years?
Jordan Love.
Getting closer.
Closer, warmer.
I have no idea.
Malik Willis is the number one free agent.
Familiar with
on
his stylings?
NFL.com.
I wasn't even going there, Joshy. Wow.
He is number one. I think it probably that more than just Malik, who is obviously very talented. I think it just tells you the state of what the quarterback situation is this offseason between the drafts and teams looking for quarterbacks. So Malik Willis is becoming a free agent at the exact right time. Because there is going to be a high demand for quarterbacks, and there aren't a lot out there.
People were comping him to the 2 for 40 that Justin Fields got.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be closer to 40 than 20.
What? No
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
That's insane. He reminds me, remember the guy in Miami years ago? 2000s.
Talking about Tannehill?
No. Same type of player as Malik.
I mean,
Wasn't
Culpepper
very
went down
good.
there for a little bit.
This is like 20 years ago. That's who he reminds me of, that type of player. Nothing?
Yeah. I'm blanking on Dolphin quarterbacks from
And he
2006.
bounced around too, but they thought he was going to be. I mean, are they thinking that he's a starter or
100%?
100%.
Wow.
100%.
He should really, you know what? He should thank Goody. Because Goody saved
Yep.
his career.
Oh, without-
Goody
Matt LaFleur.
saved his
Yep.
career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stepped up, and this dude is now the number
Okay,
one
let me ask you
ranked
the next
player.
fair question.
Okay.
Will he suck? wherever
I don't
he goes.
think he will. I think he's.
You don't think so?
I think he's flat good. I think he's good enough.
I think he's got to land in the right spot.
Yes.
I think he's got to have a good coach who knows how to use his skill set the way that Matt did.
Like so we're trying to make an opinion off of limited information.
Yeah.
But like his deep throwing was good when asked to do it. It's just he didn't have to do it a ton.
Yeah, but do you think they don't have enough film on him and they got to figure it out? And once they do,
it's certainly possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just that talented.
Good for the kid. Good for him.
Exactly.
Good for him.
Bummer for us because
the crap he had to go through.
Oh
good
yeah,
for him.
Especially when he came here, and how he's going to be loaded.
Yeah.
Wilde and Tush. They're coming up next. 94.5 ESPN.
Eastbound 94, we've got backups from before 84th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. On the westbound side, just tightening up through the stadium interchange past Mitchell Boulevard. Northbound 4394, still slow from the Plainfield curve up